Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with the Dream Machine. Oh, okay. Chapter 3. So we are in Alicia's dream, where she is it's in a deck chair. No time. Oh wait, what's this? There's a heart-shaped carving here. It says 11 plus A. Oh, that's definitely gonna come in later. It's part of a ship's PA system. I mean, there's a lot of sit in the examine parasol. It shields people from the sun. Okay, anything written on that parasol? Why am I examining this? Okay. Standard, alright. Let's go to the bar then. You don't have time to sit. We're here. Okay. We're the bartender too. Am I talking to myself? Listen, it's a dream. We don't need to introduce ourselves, right? As a superior, I'm asking the question here, cadet. Why don't you have a badge? Who are you? My name is Victor Neff. My name is Victor Neff. What? Tending bar is only my current assignment. When you address me, you call me sir. Is that understood? I guess so. Don't worry. You'll get it eventually. Now, Cadet Neff, why don't you have a badge? A badge? Your number, Cadet. Where is your number? I don't have one. Then how do I know what to call you? Why don't you just call me Victor? Because my name is also Victor. That's a strange coincidence, don't you think? It's a pretty common name. In fact, every crew member on this ship is named Victor. That's why we use badges. And the fact that you don't know this makes me suspicious. Are you a rebel insurgent? Okay, Victor, what kind of dream is your wife having? A what? Are you a rebel, son? Or a spy? You smell like a spy. I'm neither. Don't lie to me, sailor. Oh, so I'm a sailor now. I'll waterboard you 6 ways till Sunday. I promise, I'm not lying. Cross your heart and hope to die? What? It's a simple question, sailor. Do you cross your heart and hope to die? What kind of interrogation is this? I'm sorry, mate. I'm just messing with you. I knew you were coming and thought I'd give you a little hazing. You know, to say welcome aboard. Sorry if I scared you. Oh. You had me worried there for a second. I'm Victor 5, by the way. We're sharing cabins, so you and I will be seeing a lot of each other. I was told to send you to the captain's aide once you got here. He greets all the new crew members, so you should probably go see him. Take all day, though. He loves to wait. Or was there anything else? You're aboard the SS Albatross. Finest ship to ever sail the Aegean skies. You have a civilian wife aboard? What's her name? Maybe I can page her. Her name's Alicia Neff. That's not funny, cadet. Why? Is anything wrong with her? I wouldn't even joke about that if I were you. But I need to see her. Direct contact with the captain is for members of the command staff only. And you're not part of the command staff, unless you've been promoted at record speed. Alicia is the captain aboard? That's Captain F to you, cadet. Nobody calls her Alicia and lives to brag about it. On second thought, scratch that. Call her Alicia. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. He's usually by the bridge on deck 3. Can't miss him. Also, the captain's aide enjoys a sense of camaraderie among the crew, so try to high-five him any chance you get. He loves that. Okay? See you in a bit later. Can I pick up this? I saw that lemon, and for whatever reason, it's like, yeah. Oh, we're gonna be making someone drinks. Pick up gin. You okay, right? Okay, thank God. Vermouth? What type of drink are we going to make? Okay. It's a dumbwaiter. Used to send things between decks. So, most likely, some serve... Okay, never mind. This bowl might be useful. Right. I think that's it here. I don't know why I'm examining the life preservers. I really don't need to. Okay, let's go to deck 2. Deck 2 landing, I should say. Examine mermaid. Is that it's a decorative mermaid statue. Sorry, can I look at that mermaid statue? I don't know why. The head here makes me think of a Ninja Turtle. Door's locked. Let's go to the deck 2 balcony. Oh, hello. Which, Victor number are you? I'm guessing you're the new guy, eh? Nice to meet you. I'm Victor 7. I'm the ship's head servant. Okay. Direct contact with the captain is for members of the command staff only. But you wouldn't worry yourself with matters of the captain right now. Who knows, down the line, if you do well, there might be a promotion in it for you. Okay. So, we don't need to... We know it's on... Oh, I can look through the porthole. To see nothing. Okay. Standard issue radio receiver. Probably used for listening to music during the off hours. Dirty dishes. Is he sleeping? The power outlet. Okay, well they're sleeping. Who are you? Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty disturbing. You're sleeping, someone just walks in and wants to introduce themselves. Here, I'm the new crew member, apparently. I didn't think you were due until tomorrow. Guess I was early. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. I'm Victor 4, the chief busboy. How come you haven't got your badge on? I haven't got a badge. So you haven't spoken to the captain's aide? Not yet. Go see him as soon as you can, he's on deck 3. You seemed pretty startled when I came in. Were you expecting somebody? Not at all. I just had a lot on my mind recently, with the disappearance and all that. The disappearance? Oh, nobody's told you yet. No. A crew member didn't show up for his shift this morning, and nobody's seen him since last night. We searched the ship, but can't find him. Most of the guys think he's sleeping off a bender somewhere. Personally, I think it's possible he had enemies aboard. But I've already said too much. I've said too much already. I'll leave it to the captain's aide to brief you properly. Yeah, what does a chief busboy do exactly? I'll make sure all dishes are delivered to the kitchen. It's a pretty straightforward job, but there are several restaurants and bars aboard, so it adds up. I have a crew of 10 junior busboys working under me. Okay. No one's gonna know. So, but we just... This is more of, I guess... I kind of wish when you click on the door, it would just kind of take you out rather than you having to open it and then press and exit out. Alright. You're the person that's supposed to high five, I'm assuming? Welcome aboard, cadets. I'm Victor 3, Captain Alicia Neff's aide. I'm essentially her right hand on board this ship. Your orders from the bridge will come through me. The captain has a full plate and doesn't have time to micromanage individual cadets. You got that? I have something I want to ask you. Hold on, cadet. First things first. First of all, we need to designate you a call sign so people know what to call you. How does Victor 6 strike you? Sounds fine, I guess. Good. Here's your badge. From now on, if you hear Victor 6 over the PA system, that means you. I haven't heard anything about your assignment yet, but why don't you just get acquainted with the boat and crew for now? They might need assistance, so that'll be a good opportunity to make yourself useful. You think you can handle that, cadet? Good. Oh, and before I forget, here's the key to cabin 1. That's where you bunk from now on. Okay. I really hope I'm not going to have to remember which Victor is which title. The lower bunk should be available. Make yourself at home. Is there anything else? They're on duty on the decks below. You probably ran into some of them coming up here. Currently, we have over 15,000 passengers aboard, and in total there are over 250 crew members doing various tasks. But the ship is vast and sections rarely interact. The bridge lies beyond this door. That's where the captain and her command officers control everything aboard. Perform your duty well, and one day you might be able to join them. We're on the top deck section of the ship. Besides us, there's the bartender, the ship's servant, and the busboy. How can I see the rest of the ship? Right now you're assigned to this section only. In order to leave it, you need permission by the captain. How do I get that? Get promoted to another assignment is your best bet. I wouldn't try leaving by force if I were you. This last section deserter we caught got a one-way ticket to cold room duty. Yeah, where is it again? You'll see it when you come down these stairs. Okay, so it's literally just below here. Come and see me when you're settled in. Okay. So 3 is the captain's aide. You said cabin 1, right? Where's my... Oh, wait, this is the key. I could not tell. Okay, bottom bunk. Contains standard issue clothes and uniform, nothing out of the ordinary. Standard radio receiver. The line was screwed to the desk. I guess that comes in handy during rough weather. According to the captain's aide, this bunk is mine. It's mildly comfortable. Top bunk is well made. That belongs to the bartender, which is Victor 5? I don't remember. I'm sorry. That's not what I want to do. Okay, I'm sorry. Which head servant? The captain is pretty strict about uniform. We're right side up as number 6. Okay. Captain's aide told me to help you out. Is there anything I can do? Sure thing. I don't know if you noticed yet, but there is a bit of a rat infestation aboard. I just saw one scuttle into the hole by the door over there. Oh, there's a hole. If you want, you can help me eradicate them. Sure, what do I need to do? As far as I can tell, they build their nests in the walls. You need to locate all the nests and bait them with poison. How many nests are there? I've seen 3 so far. Sound good? Great. Let's not argue. We gotta move along. We need to save our wife. Here's the rat poison. There's only a little bit left, but I think it'll be enough to bait the nest. Don't handle the stuff lightly, mind you. The poison is potent enough to kill a full-grown man. Gee. Okay. Tell me more about yourself. I haven't gone to any fancy schools or read any books with long titles like the command officers up on the bridge. I just happen to be good with my hands. I've got something the rest of us deadbeat crew lacks. Oh yeah? What's that? Ambition, my friend. I'm destined for greatness. Can't you feel it? One day the captain will catch a glimpse of my tanned, ripped body and decide that I'm the one. The one what? The love of her life, you dope. Did you know she never married during the Great War? She always chose duty before personal pleasure. That shows character. But the war is over now, and deep down I know she longs to settle down. That's where I, with my good looks and charm, have the edge. Okay. She's just about the only thing that keeps the ship in the air. How come? Sorry, I was like, yeah. When they said the air, I actually looked off on the side and like, I guess we aren't actually on water? I don't know if you've noticed yet, but the staff isn't the most proactive. Without a strong leader, nothing would get done. We're lucky to have her. He likes to keep up appearances. He tries to give the illusion that he runs things aboard, but the only thing he does is read the captain's instructions out loud to the rest of us. You can train a parrot to do that. That's his job? Pretty much. He thinks he's better than everyone else just because he gets to work so close to the bridge, and he keeps harping on about how he's next in line for promotion. But he's just like the rest of us. The ship's like a small city. I don't know how many crew members and passengers we carry, but it's a lot. And they all need to be fed and taken care of. It's quite an undertaking keeping a ship like this afloat, and to know that it's basically managed by one person makes it even more impressive. Okay. So, am I just... Looks like a rat hole. So do I just put poison in front of the rat hole? Yeah, I guess so. That's it. Okay, so they're not really introducing themselves again as what Victor number they are, so I guess we don't have to remember it. Okay, so it's the same conversation. I'll help you out. Oh, if you want, you can clean the desk. I'll do it myself, but I'm on break. Thanks. It needs to be sent to the kitchen. How do I send it to the kitchen? Is that the waiter? Yes. Yes. Okay. What can you tell me? Why would you like to know that? I just thought I'd try to get to know you a bit better. Are you here to keep tabs on me? I'm just trying to make conversation. Who sent you? What? Nobody sent me. You're one of them, aren't you? Oh, never mind. With the things that go on board, I'm sure she's the only reason I'm still on the ship. She holds her guiding hand over me. What things would that be? There's something wrong with this place. Can't you feel it? Like what? I've said too much already. He's basically just the mouthpiece of the command staff, but he's not as innocent as he seems. Every once in a while, he knowingly reads the orders wrong to trip someone up. He tried to do that to me once as well, but I confronted him about it. He brushed it off like it was just a mistake, but I know better. I advise you not to get on his bad side. I see. If you got ambitions to get ahead, take anything he says with a grain of salt. I don't know many people aboard except for the ones I work with daily. My assignment limits me to the kitchen and the serving areas aboard. When I'm off duty, I usually stay here in my cabin out of sight. Okay. Oh, this is talking about... Okay. So, pick up dishes. We just got the whole batch of them. You sleeping again? Eh? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. I accidentally clicked the... Leave! Leave already! Okay. Let's put some dishes away and then, find some more holes to plug up. It's a small soup bowl. So I'm kind of curious if you like want to upset. Okay. Let's not waste water. Hey, bartender, what do you need? Captain Day told me to help you out. Is there anything I can do? Not likely. Tending bar requires years of training. It's a really huge responsibility. Okay. How do I start training? This book is a good place to start. Ah, here we go. The Ultimate Drink Book. A comprehensive guide to cocktails from around the world. That's it? I just read this? Knowing the recipes is only the beginning. You can train a monkey to follow a recipe, but that doesn't make him a bartender. The hard part is doing it with flair and finesse. Do that, and I'll tell the Captain Aide that you helped me. What do I need to do? Mix me a martini. You'll find everything you need around the bar. If you mess up, just rinse the shaker in the sink and start again. Okay, that's what the shaker's for. Okay, so I need to mix you a martini. Americano, daiquiri, Bloody Mary. Okay, is this, yeah, this is alphabetical order. Martini, 3-part gin, 6-part, I never know how, vermouth? 1 part lemon juice. Stir ingredients in a bar shaker, strain into a chilled cocktail glass, and twist some lemon peel over the top. Okay, so 3G, 6V. Let's just hope I remember that. Alright. Here's our shaker. Where's our ice, though? Okay. 1. 2. Oh, okay. Maybe he doesn't... Okay. Lo and behold, I have created a martini. Okay, I was thinking it was going to actually make me do the... There we go. Let's taste, shall we? That's a surprisingly decent martini. Just what I needed. Sweet liquor makes time go quicker. I'll tell the Captain's Aide that you helped me out. Thanks. Okay. So... The only thing... Actually... Is there any, I don't know, is there any... I was about to say, is there any rat holes? But I can't imagine there would be. I don't see anywhere here. So far, I've only seen that one. So unless there is a place that I am missing... Okay, in the meantime, just making sure there's nowhere to go around. Enter. See if I talk to the guy again and say I put the dishes away. What's he gonna... Have you cleaned the desk yet? Yeah, I've sent it all back. Great work. Thanks. Not right now, but check with the other crew members. They might ask for a task for you. Okay. Yeah, Oh, that's just a chair. Do I pull out the chair? Do I... Man, I still got the gin. Examine rat poison. Man, are we gonna be poisoning someone at some point? Before I ask him again, let's see if I can try to find the holes. Ah, here we go. I see you. Is that it? I thought there was like 3, but I only see those 2. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you, number 3. Have you baited all the nests for me? Not yet. There's just one by the door there. Other ones might be harder to find. But just walk the decks and you should be able to locate them. Okay. So I have 1, 2. So... somewhere there should be another rat's nest. And you realize I could pick that up. Again, adding things I don't need to add. Examine life preserver. Alright, I just need him to get out of the way. It says 11 plus A. A is Alicia, so 11 is someone else. Victor number 11. That was curiosity. Is there anything else in this book? Tom Collins. Is there anything that requires Worcester? How do you pronounce that? Here we go. Bloody Mary. Vermouth, gin, tomato juice, hot sauce, lemon juice. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's what I figured. So... Oh, wait. You know one place... Wait, did I check... our... the cabin room that he was assigned to? Because all this is blocked, so there's no way for me to actually see. Here we go. It's like in the dark there, but the white of the side of the thing, that was the last of them? Great. Since I'll allow poison. Just barely see it. Okay. Victor 6, report to the captain's aide. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm just downstairs. There you are. Has my assignment arrived yet? I just received the briefing. It's a doozy. There might even be a big promotion in it if you play your cards right. As you might have heard, one of our crew members went AWOL recently. Yeah, the crew told me about that. It's unfortunate, but sometimes these things happen. According to initial reports, he was seen drinking late last night. The captain suspects somebody might be withholding information. Why does she suspect that? Because the initial reports contradict each other. Some say they saw him drinking, some say he never touched a drop. It doesn't add up. Has this happened before? It's pretty rare, but yeah, these things happen now and then. You sound pretty unconcerned. The way I see it, he probably is passed out drunk somewhere below deck. That's usually the case when people miss a shift. I think he'll show up sooner or later. Who is the missing crew member? Number 11? Haha! Call sign Victor 11. He worked as a sun deck steward. He always seemed very reliable to me, but I haven't had much contact with him. Protocol states we have to inform his next of kin 24 hours after the disappearance. That hour is approaching quickly, and the captain wants to be able to tell them something more substantial than, sorry, we have misplaced your son. She wants you to investigate his disappearance. Talk to his fellow crew members and find out what they know. Where was he last seen? Did he talk to anyone about leaving? Is he hiding from something? That sort of thing. What does a sun deck? He basically takes care of passengers who are sunbathing. It can be anything from applying sunscreen to managing deck chair reservations. Why is the captain giving me this assignment? Since you arrived today, you're the most impartial crew member aboard. You don't know any of the crew and you have no reason to lie. That puts you in a unique position to actually find out what happened. Could foul play be behind the disappearance? I guess all options have to be considered until we've found evidence to rule them out. Who knew him best? Can't say I'm the one to ask about this. He shared cabins with Victor 7, the head servant. He ought to know him pretty well. Where do I begin? Talk to the crew members. Examine the sun deck where he used to work. Check out his quarters. Maybe he left something behind. I won't let the captain down, sir. With this assignment, you've been promoted to the rank of Assistant 4th Class. Perform your duty admirably, and there might be another promotion down the line. Come back to me if you find anything or need my help. I might be able to nudge you in the right direction. Okay. And you... Okay. Just wanted to see. So... his roommate's with this guy. Let's talk to the busboy first. I'm investigating the disappearance of Victor 11. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? I was afraid this might happen. Why do you say that? When I heard he was missing this morning, I got a bad feeling. Like I knew something was wrong. Hearing that the captain's ordered an investigation confirms that. He hasn't just missed a shift anymore. He's gone. That's still to be decided. What do you know about his disappearance? I suddenly took a more authoritative tone. What do you want to know? Tell me about Victor 11. How well do you know him? Hardly at all. I bumped into him every once in a while when busting tables on the sun deck, but that's pretty much it. Did he have any other problems I should know about? His life was sunshine and butterflies until he went missing. If you know anything, you're more than welcome to contribute. Sorry, the last guy I told went missing, so I'm a bit reluctant confiding in others. Let me guess, you want me to do something for you first? Nothing like that. You don't gain somebody's trust by submitting yourself as their errand boy. Then how? Prove to me that you don't think I'm crazy. Prove to me that there's conspiracy going on board, and I'll reconsider trusting you. Did Victor 11 want to leave the ship? Not before he knew what was going on board. What would that be? That's what we've been trying to figure out. Did he have any enemies? Given the circumstances, don't you think that's likely? He might still come back. Your optimism is touching. Okay, tell me more about the circumstances of his disappearance. When was the last time you saw him? He came to me during a break and asked if I would be in my cabin later that evening. He said he found something he wanted to show me. What did he want to show? I don't know. He never turned up. What did you do on the night of his disappearance? I went to bed listening to the radio. Did you see or hear anything out of the ordinary? As I was drifting off into sleep, I thought I heard raised voices outside the cabin. I peeked through the porthole to see what the fuss was about, and it was just Victor 11 and the head servant, Victor 7. They were engaged in another one of their arguments. What about? I didn't listen, frankly. They didn't like each other, but had to make the best of a bad situation. How did you find out who was missing? I thought it was strange that he didn't show up last night. I thought I might have fallen asleep and missed him knocking. But when they paged him over the PA system this morning, I got the sinking feeling in my stomach. Like I knew something was wrong. Did you report it? It was just a feeling, and his absence had already been noted. Tell me about the other crew members, particularly... Okay, there you go. Here's everyone's number. Victor 5. Everybody knows he's a rubbish bartender. I don't know how he does it, but somehow he managed to avoid demotion for quite some time. Why do you think that is? He's crafty. Back when he worked below deck, I heard he was suspected of framing a young cadet in order to take credit for his work. Nothing could be proved, so the case was dropped. 2 months later, he was promoted to head of cabin services. But lately, his luck seems to be running out. How come? He failed to deliver a drink order to the captain on more than one occasion. It's hard to blame that on somebody else. I guess he's run out of cadets to manipulate. About Victor 7. Between you and me, I consider him too stupid to be a threat. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't get along and were constantly butting heads. What did they argue about? Mainly small day-to-day things. Somebody used the other's aftershave or stepping in the other's bunk with shoes on. That type of stuff. Victor 3? That guy wants a command position so badly he's waiting right outside the door. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't socialize. The captain's aide is only interested in being friends with people above his station. The captain? With the things that go on Go on board. I'm sure she's the only reason I'm still on the ship. She holds her guiding hand over me. Okay. And yeah, we had this conversation before. Okay, that's it. Nothing out of the ordinary. Can we see anything? I can't see a thing. I'm investigating the disappearance of Victor 11. I'd like to ask you a few questions about it if you don't mind. Shoot. How well did you know Victor 11? I knew him quite well, I guess. We've shared cabins for the last couple of months. Which cabin would that be? Number 2? Yep. Right around the corner. I'd like to check out where he lived. You wouldn't happen to have the key, would you? As strange as that might sound, I seem to have forgotten where I put it. Maybe you can do something for me to jog my memory. Like what? There's this guy down in the kitchen, Victor 84. He's just a prep chef, but for some reason he thinks he's got the right to boss my waiters around. If you find some way to teach that guy a lesson, I might be able to remember where I put the key. What type of lesson? Something that says don't mess with the waitstaff. Frankly, I don't want to know. Then I won't give you the key. The offer still stands if you change your mind. Last night around 9 or 10. Where was that? In our cabins as I was coming back from a shift. He was freshening up. Said he had a meeting with someone on the sun deck. Who? I don't know, but he seemed pretty antsy. Got himself perfumed to the gills, so naturally I thought he was seeing some skirt from the passenger section. You didn't ask? We're not allowed to consort with passengers, but if one of us does, I tend to look the other way. What happened next? I tried to cover his morning shift, thinking he was off on cloud 9. But when he didn't show up for lunch, I started to suspect something was wrong. What did you do then? By then, his absence had been noted by others. I didn't tell anybody about the meeting because I thought it would look bad on his permanent record. I see. Do you have reason to believe he wanted to leave the ship? He never mentioned that to me, and we are pretty close. Did he seem unhappy about something? I wouldn't say that. He seemed preoccupied lately, but definitively not unhappy. Preoccupied with what? I don't know. He never told me. Does he have any enemies on board? Why do you ask? Do you think somebody wanted to get rid of him? I'm just trying to be thorough. How can you make enemies on a sun deck? I don't know. Maybe he got smooth with somebody's wife. I suppose that's possible, but he always seemed so professional. Okay. So most likely... What's this? Okay, I'm investigating the disappearance of Victor 11. You mind if I ask you a few questions? So the captain's made you her little snitch, has she? What? No. I'm not a snitch. I'm just kidding, sport. Ask away. How well do you know him? Well enough. We weren't bosom buddies or anything, but we got along fine. We had occasional turf disputes when the guests from the sun deck caused problems at the bar and vice versa. Nothing serious. Did he drink a lot? He came here for an occasional shot every now and then if he had a good rough shift. Never saw him flat out drunk though. He drank on duty? That's commonplace on board cruise ships. What else is there to do? Go dancing? Stay here long enough and you'll start doing it as well. Won't the passengers smell it on you? That's why they invented breath mint. And most of them are way more sauce than we are anyway. Do you have any other problems I should know about? You mean substance abuse? That's pretty rare among the service staff. They test us, you see. The guys down in engineering, though, they're always high on something. And who can blame them, right? Did Victor 11 want to leave the ship? He fought hard to be promoted to Sun Deck service. Competition for top deck positions is fierce. There's no way he'd throw that way. Tell me about the circumstances of his disappearance. When was the last time you saw him? He came to the bar late last night. Stood just about where you're standing now. Had a few drinks to unwind after his shift. Did he talk to anybody at the bar? He said hi to some passengers, but aside from that, he was alone. It seemed like he was waiting for someone. Who? Don't know. Nobody showed up. Did he drink enough to become impaired in any way? Could he have fallen overboard? That sounds unlikely to me. He walked straight as an arrow when he left. When was that? At about 11 or 12. Was there anything that seemed strange about him last night? Not that I recall. He just stood there, doodling away on the napkin. What did he draw? Something that might be related to what you're looking for. You can have it, but first there's something I need you to help me with. What now? Ever since I came on board, the captain's been asking me to make her a Bloody Mary. But because of the rationing, some ingredients are nigh impossible to get hold of. What do you want me to do about it? Make me a Bloody Mary and I'll give you the napkin. Why is this drink so important? I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm next in line for a command position. You've probably heard rumors about it. Fulfilling this drink order might be the thing that pushes me over the golden line. Do me this favor and I might be able to pull some strings for you once I'm on the bridge. This means a lot to me. Okay. Tell me about the crew. The guy is too high-strung for his own good. The busboy? The only reason he's allowed up here is due to some mental ailment. The guy's afraid of his own shadow. The doctor thought some fresh air would do him good. When I was fresh on board, he used to confide all these wackos' theories to me. As bartender, that comes with a job. But this guy was talking about headache-inducing tinfoil hat stuff. After a while, I just stopped listening. He must have noticed because he stopped talking to me pretty much entirely. These days, he mostly keeps to himself. What kind of theories did he talk about? That there's something wrong with the ship. But she's looking pretty good to me, eh? What was his relationship to Victor 11? They didn't have much contact, but I saw them talking more and more lately. In a friendly fashion? They weren't exactly cracking jokes, but they seemed to get along. Don't know if it was a friendship, though. They seemed more like schoolboys sharing the secret of a hidden porn stash. What were they talking about? The weather? I never heard them talking about anything else. Aside from his hugely inflated ego, he's pretty unremarkable. What was his relationship to Victor 11? They shared cabins, so they must have known each other pretty well. Never saw them do anything together, though. Why do you think that is? I think they were pretty tired of each other. Standing so close to the bridge has given him an inflated sense of importance. He's just a glorified messenger boy with no real authority. What is his relationship to Victor 11? Pretty non-existent. Captain's aide doesn't mix with the rest of us. He suspects he thinks it'll adversely affect his chances of getting promoted. She's a living legend and I'm real honored to be serving under her command. Her service during the Great War is legendary. What was her relationship to Victor 11? He wasn't part of the command crew. I doubt she knew him other than as a name in the personnel files. Okay. Now, we know... Just, checking. So for the Bloody Mary, which I called it, vermicelli, tomato juice, and hot sauce, I think are two things I don't have. Yeah. Let's go to the sun deck. This is the sun deck. It's where Victor 11 worked before he went missing. Well, it's pretty normal to me. There's a heart-shaped carving here. It says 11 plus A. Could this be related to Victor 11's disappearance? It's part of the PA system. Oh my god. Nothing odd about the deck chairs. Okay. Is that an issue? Hello? The table? Damn it. I was hoping something is odd with one of these deck chairs. Okay, checking again, but I really doubt it. Oh, let's just go to the bar. So there really is nothing here besides this. Alright. Wait. Okay, so we can see inside. So, he says he was looking out. The busboy says he was looking out from the porthole, but... oh no. So, I can look... okay, for whatever reason... okay. I was thinking it didn't make sense, but it seems like when you're on the inside, it doesn't matter. Engineering department? Who am I talking to? Junior Electronic Engineer Victor 18078. Who are you? I'm Victor 6. I'm calling from... oh, interesting. Kitchen here. I'm trying to... no, he hasn't been down here in the kitchen. Nobody here has seen him. Right, just checking. Do you have some tomatoes down there? Working within limitations, just like you. If you've already blown through this month's tomato rations, then that's your problem. You can't spare a single tomato? I need some juice for a drink. To tell the truth, we haven't seen a tomato in weeks. We've started using surrogates at this point, and I suggested you the same. What can I use as a tomato juice surrogate? Anything red and liquid would probably do just fine. If you make the drink strong enough, those old bumps won't notice. Thanks, I'll try that. Or else what? You'll regret it. You have to be a bit more convincing than that, I'm afraid. Gee, what now? Oh boy, what's the problem? Customer said that the soup was too... Is there something you can do about that? That's tough. We can put flavor in, but we can't really take it out. My advice would be to counterbalance it with something like yogurt. But we're fresh out of that due to the rationing. I see. Okay, so this is for something later. How's it going? You want to know how it's going? In the middle of serving? You know this kitchen serves over 400 people a pop, right? It's a pretty stressful prospect. While I'm wasting my time talking to you, the food's getting cold. That's how it's going. Right.